We were talking a little bit about biblical prosperity. Now you get a little bit the idea, okay? It's not getting money. It's essentially based on processes where God has a plan for every person. God has given dignity to every person. God can do marvelous things in every person. I mean, every person is a mystery. Every child is a mystery. You don't know what can this child do in history. You should never underestimate a child. They can do amazing things. And why I'm here with this child is because wants me to serve him. And what does it mean? It means to open the road, to allow him to get there, you know. And God will work. God will work. I mean, would you like to see your prayers responded by God? Okay, follow that. You'll see it. I'm one of those who can say, God hears my prayers. I've seen them many times. All the time. I ask him, it's just a matter of short time, I see it in front of me. Because I've seen that this road, I mean, I cannot ask anything. Because I probably get not the same answer, because it's not my will, it's not what I want to. But try to get pleased in what God wants. And then all your prayers will be answered. Now, when we help a person, it's like the development of a plant that is sent by God. It's like a seed. Have you noticed? A seed is a marvelous thing. Every seed bears inside the plan of God for the tree that is inside, you know? I remember a pastor who had, while we were in the worship moment, he was eating something, and I said, what he's doing? Because his preaching was about seeds, and he had some seeds in his hand. And he said, what do you see? And some people said, seeds, you know? And he continued asking, what do you see? Then we got the question, and someone said, I see a tree. And again, and what do you see? Until someone said, I see a forest. And that's true. That's what you are seeing. It depends what you see. We are talking about worldview. It's worthless to work for kids who you don't see anything. Do you think there is faith in that? Even your worldview does not allow you to have faith. You understand what I mean? It's because you have to be persuaded. So to change your worldview means to persuade your mind. You have to persuade your mind. And you'll see it. The same way that the way the farmer plants a seed, he's absolutely sure that something great is going to come out. Absolutely. He has no doubt. And why does he doubt with his children? Doesn't make sense, right? His children are still marvelous, much more. But we deal with sin. That's the problem. Well, when the farmer takes the seed and plants the seed, he knows God never fails. But he still needs to work. Because he plants the seed, next thing is to go and to bring some water. He waters the seed. Next thing, after some days, a little plant comes, is growing up. So he probably protects the plant. Next thing, he probably more water, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. There is a process, right? When you are doing a process and you know it's God's will, and in the end, the purpose is going to be acquired anyway, that was the Bible calls hope, biblical hope. He says 3 things are eternal. Love. What is the other? Do you remember? In Corinthians, 3 things. Faith and hope. Exactly. Because the 3 of them belongs to God's design for life. That will never change. So when Jesus comes and we will stay with him forever in the new creation, we will still use processes. We will still use hope. Still. It will be with us forever. So when I take a child and I support him and I help him and I go with him and I do this process, God will take care and it will be with me. And that's hope. It cannot fail. If you do yourself for your education and you do it unto God, it will work the same manner. Because that's God's will from the beginning. Then you can add things of your faith. You know, you can go to a mission, you can become a pastor, you can go to Bible school. Whatever you want to add is great. But you have to get there and be fruitful.